Hola a todos, so I'm here eating my orange right now. I just finished watching this YouTube video with my sister. It's a long story, but what I want to come on here and share is that with me making YouTube videos, I feel like one of the things that has kept me from consistently posting online, because there's so many things I want to share, and I'm going to, but what I learned, what I know is that the thing that kept me from posting has always been the fact that I've been afraid of steering people in the wrong direction. That is the last thing I ever want to do. You know, everything that I share is my own personal perspective that I've gathered through my journey and through my beliefs. I don't know if I have some orange right here. I think I did. Okay. And I feel like it's just important for everyone to be able to do the same. With my soul purpose coaching, whenever I would coach clients, what I was doing was coaching them, and everything that I do, my goal is to coach you or guide you. I think guide is a better word. To guide you to who you are, back to yourself, not to anyone else, not to what anybody else is saying, but to yourself. So that way you're not able to get gaslit by anyone, manipulated by society, by other people's thoughts and opinions, but that you can form your own. So I was watching this video, and one of the things that these YouTubers were saying was that, because they were therapists, and they were saying like, oh, to say that things happen for a reason is so like inappropriate. It's so like basically bad. Like it's so they used a very specific word. What was the word? Damaging. I think the word was damaging. To say that things happen for a reason is so damaging to say. And immediately I was like, this is why I'm scared to post my stuff on YouTube, because that is one of my beliefs, and no one can change that. No one can take that away from me. The fact that I believe everything happens for a reason. And the reason why I believe this is because I can look back on my life and see how everything unfolded as it needed to, as it had to, for me to get to where I am now. Everything has been happening for a reason. And part of my belief system is also that your beliefs manifest your reality. Once you realize that you do have not control over the outside world, but you have control over your perspective. You have control over who you are. You have control over what you want to believe in. And I believe that what you believe in manifests. So a long time ago, and I just put this video on private, but not a long time ago, maybe 3 years ago when I first started my YouTube channel, I just put this video on private. But 3 years ago, I made this video where I asked, why do bad things happen to good people? And I channeled the answer to that from my highest self, and my highest self said that the reason why, well, first of all, they didn't answer the question very specifically. They just said that you can't make sense out of what happens to somebody else. You can only make sense out of what happens to you. I know I'm using my orange to like move my hair, but you can only make sense out of what happens to you and your life. You cannot make sense out of what happens to somebody else in their life. And the reason why I made that video was because around that time I was in such deep sadness. I like went through a depression period. So it was a long time ago when I was working at a spa, and I had a client who worked at a children's mental hospital, and this client was telling me all these terrible things that happened to these children. And after that, I was having a really hard time seeing life in a positive way, because all I could think about is why are these terrible things happening to innocent people? And that thought alone was just tearing me down, until I finally decided to ask my higher self, why? And that was the answer that I got. And even in the video, I said something like, I know not everyone's going to be happy with this answer because it doesn't necessarily answer the question specifically. but it made sense to me, because I feel like if you really want to help others, you have to continue to focus on yourself, on your own path, and make sense of your own life. Anyway, I just wanted to share that. I do plan on making videos. I want to be consistent with making videos. I find it healing for me. I find it exciting. It makes me happy, and Spirit has been telling me for a long time to just share my truth and be okay with triggering others, and be okay with not everybody liking me, not everybody resonating, with people thinking that I'm completely insane or whatever it is that they want to think. Because I'm not gonna lie, from a perspective of someone that is what you might think as normal, I don't think anybody is normal, but if we were to think of someone that is normal, looking at my videos, they might see something and be like, what the actual, this woman needs help, like psychiatric help. She is delusional, she is psychotic. I don't know. I'm just like, maybe I'm being dramatic, but it is a fear amongst people in the spiritual community. I know this. And maybe not just in the spiritual community, but in general, to say the wrong thing. But I feel that if your intention is good, and if it's truly coming from your heart, it's coming from a place of love, of innocence, of pureness, then I think that it's all good. Share your truth. Heal your throat chakra. It's all good. I just wanted to share that. Thank you for watching.